Hello and welcome to the 7th Annual Bird Photographer of the Year competition. We are here live in Bristol in the UK. So pleased to see so many of you here live in the audience and to all of you watching online as well. Before we proceed, I'm sure you've all likely to have heard that the Queen has actually passed this evening. So from all of us here at the Bird Photographer of the Year Awards, we'd like to share our condolences and thoughts with the royal family. Okay, so soon we'll be sharing the awarded images in this year's competition, and we also have the chance to hear from the photographers directly, both here in Bristol as well with video messages as well. So lots of ways to learn more about the stories and the photography we're about to see here this evening. The 2022 competition has been really tough. There were 220,000 entries submitted across 115 countries, and thanks to your support, the awards this year have been able to donate more than £5,000 to Birds on the Brink to support grassroots conservation projects to protect birds. Pretty good. Getting the energy going, love it. But with so many wonderful images submitted, the judges had a really tough time trying to whittle down the images to find winners. There were 17 professional photographers from across the world. Some may actually be in this room as well, but they did actually manage to find the winners for each of tonight's categories, and they will be part of the touring Bird Photographer of the Year exhibition, which is very exciting. Also important to say that the judging process is entirely anonymous. None of the judges knew the names of the photography and the photographs taken until the results were confirmed. So, what are we expecting from tonight? Well, there'll be 8 categories with 3 special awards. So there's bronze, silver and gold. The categories for those under the age of 18 will be split into different age groups, and the bar is very high for the Young Photographer of the Year. The category winners are then in the running for the grand prize, so £5,000 and the earned title of Bird Photographer of the Year 2022, which is very exciting. Good crowd, good crowd. So let's take a look at our first category. So this is a category that celebrates avian mastery of the skies and really focuses on birds on the wing. I don't know about you guys, if you tried photographing birds on the wing, it's near impossible. So there's lots of challenges within this category. It requires real technical skill and fieldcraft to achieve sharp images. Let's have a look at the highly commended images. So first up is Damien Kwasek with this altercation between a fox and an eagle. Incredible capture. We've got Patrick Coughlin with a long-eared owl at sunset, pin sharp, beautiful capture there by Patrick. We've got Ruth Hughes. This image was taken in Bristol, of course, peregrine falcon, the fastest bird in the world. And we've got Liron Gertzman of a snowy image of a northern pintail, which I just love. So much detail in there. So that's highly commended. Yeah. Exactly, setting the standard really high. So let's go on to the Bronze Award. The Bronze Award goes to Aaron Bagenstos from the US for Shallows Chirico. So, yeah, I know. There's a lot of categories, so if you're going to go on like that, you know, get ready. This image was taken in the Masai Mara, a beautiful bird, such a vibrant bird, and Aaron actually talked about how difficult it is to capture this bird. They're really fast and they're normally in dense vegetation, so incredible capture. The winner of the Silver Award is Mark Williams with the Starlings at Night. How incredible is this? Come on, you've started it now. So Mark was actually going to be here tonight, he couldn't make it. Mark, please come on stage, tell us about your image. I'm glad you're here. I was about to explain how you took that image. Why are you coming up? No. So, I mean, you heard the crowd. Very beautiful capture. Tell us how you actually got this picture.
So it's photographed in my garden, and there's a tree just by the side of the garden where the birds drop out of it onto a feeder. So I was pretty confident that I'd got the flight path right. But what I was trying to do was capture the movements in the bird, but also the detail and the sharpness. So what I've done is used a fairly slow shutter speed to capture that initial movement in the bird, and then flash right at the end of the exposure to capture the detail. It's been a bit of a case of trial and error, many photographs, but occasionally you get one that looks quite good.
It's fun. Yeah, you can say that. And what's the inspiration behind this? You know, are you somebody who's passionate about garden birds or photographing local wildlife?
Yeah, I mean, we all go to hides and spend money at these places and travel and that to take photographs, but I think if you can take photographs in your own garden, of your own natural birds, it's just something nice to create, really. I quite like creative art anyway. So just taking a little bit of nature photography and throwing in a bit of an artistic side to it as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Well, congratulations to you, Mark, and thank you for coming up. And the winner of the Gold Award for Birds of Flight category is Raoul Slater from Australia with this stunning shot taken in Queensland, Australia. Unfortunately, Australia's quite far away, so we couldn't make it here today, but here's Raoul with a short video message.
Hi, my name's Raoul, and my photo of two galahs won the Birds in Flight section. I took it standing ankle deep in mud in Yellowbon, an outback town famous for the murals on its 8 huge grain silos. This photo shows only one small section of one silo. Yellowbon was in the process of being flooded when we were there. They had 5 feet of rain in a week, so that's not inches but 5 feet. Does that sound like a lot to people in Bristol? Hey, we're sorry to hear about your drought. It's been in the news here, but you'll be right though. Rain's on the way. After Queensland's biggest ever flood, there was a biblical rat plague. I drove 10 hours back to Yellowbon to point a wide angle at the parrot mural idea, but the silos were being fumigated. There wasn't a cockatoo in sight. But such is life. Such as bird photography. So thanks heaps to Brightsiders, they did that brilliant mural, and Will and the team at B Pody. I'll see you all again next year.
Woo. Raoul, if you're watching this, you'll be pleased to know it's plenty of rain. Don't worry about that, we've had that now. So, fantastic start, first category of the evening. Let's see the next category. Okay, focusing on the sheer beauty of birds, this category is all about bringing out the characters and personalities when photographing a subject, as well as looking at distinctive features. So, as with most of the categories, let's start with the highly commended images. First up, I know, kill with an ocellated turkey covered in orange wattles, which are for display. I want some of those, they're great. We have Mario Suarez Porras, the Lady of the Shore, which is a bar-tailed godwit, which is a beautiful silhouette image, so sharp. It's really incredible. Thomas Wester with a great crested grebe, ring of droplets in golden light. It's absolutely beautiful, like a L'Oreal advert. We've got Pon Lawat Tai Pin Narong with a silver-breasted broadbill, which is absolutely stunning. So different, all of these images. Lincoln McGregor with a rainforest wanderer. Really unusual perspective here. Really kind of makes you think and take a minute to look at that photograph. Brilliant. And lastly, we've got Brad James with a yellow warbler. I mean, the colours in this are just fantastic. So there's highly commended. Okay. Love it. Okay, so on to the awards. The Bronze Award for the Best Portrait category goes to Richard Flack from South Africa with the doting couple with purple crested turacos. Pretty amazing. There we go. Yeah, quite iconic birds in Africa, but captured so well. A bit of a rare capture here, so well done to you, Richard, if you're watching. The Silver Award goes to Brad James, based in Canada, with Puffin Love of 2 Atlantic puffins. Very striking image here, lovely light, and of course a very intimate moment shared. Thank you, Brad. But the category Gold Award of the Best Portrait goes to Li Dang from the US with this incredible image of sage grouse, which he has named Strut Performer. Yes, absolutely. Lee's actually sent us a very special video message.
Hello everyone, my name is Lee Deng from California, USA. I'm very, very excited and honored to receive the Gold Award in the Best Portrait category. The greater sage grouse used to be abundant in the heart of the American West. Is now listed as near threatened because of the habitat loss. I hope my image of this species will inspire you to conserve and protect our nature so generations to come will be able to enjoy as much as we do today. Thank you, both Photographer of the Years, for giving me this wonderful award, and I also want to congratulate all the winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Yeah, very inspiring. Okay, next up is the black and white category. So, this is a category that removes the distraction of colour. I guess it's a great opportunity to focus on other aspects of photography. It could be shapes, patterns, movement, and if it's used well, it can really create some incredibly impactful images. So, a really exciting category. Let's have a look at the highly commended. First up is Rachel Bigsby of Two Razor Bills. We could. Yeah. I know of Rachel's photography, you know, she spends hours out with seabirds, so it's wonderful to kind of see her work in this highly commended. Second is Rafael Amada with a king penguin, gorgeous textures and gradients, so sharp, incredible. Andrew Skinner with the pelagic cormorants in BC in Canada, which I love the contrast. Well done to you. And David Stowe, great detail in the wings here. I think such a fantastic capture with the framing, absolutely brilliant. So well done to all the highly commended. So much clapping, guys. Well, why not? Let's go for it. Okay, the Bronze Award goes to Thomas Strensny from Poland with Winter Swans. And I believe Thomas is in here live right now. Yes, come on stage. Well done. Fantastic. So, am I right in thinking that's your first time capturing swans with a drone?
Yeah. It's exciting when I can see the same world as a bird. And when I bought my drone 6 years ago, I discovered new world because everything looks different. And I think ordinary place could look special. And I think this photo is proof to you don't have to go far away if you want to take a nature, because I took that photos 3 kilometers from my home, and swans is a common species. I can meet them in each lake in Poland, but when I was flying, I saw that gorgeous shapes in the eyes, but I couldn't see that from the ground, yeah.
Okay, so did you set out to kind of capture birds then from the air? Was it a bit of a journey?
I have a lot of old albums with black and white photography. It was time when photographers had only black and white films, and in my opinion, that photos have a soul. And sometimes I like to show nature in black and white because color could benefit viewers. Yeah.
I think it's stunning. Yeah, really
Thank
well
you.
done. Yeah, well-deserved winner.
I want to grace my children and wife because he really support me. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, love that. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, on we go. The winner of the Silver Award is Pavel Smolik from Poland with The Guardian of Mordor. I love that title. Yeah, go for it, absolutely. So, you know, I don't know about you, I've seen quite a lot of images of black lava beaches in Iceland. This is one that blew me away, completely different. There's a great cormorant just at the top, at the back there, and it's just unbelievable. You can see why I called it. Is that him ringing for his award? Yeah, incredible capture, amazing layering. Yeah, well-deserved winner. Okay, but the gold award winner for the black and white category is Between Two Worlds, taken by Henley Spears of a double-crested cormorant. Come on up, we know you're here. Congrats, Henley. So, tell us about this. The judges were so impressed with the framing, everything about this. Tell us the story of it.
Well, the first thing is I feel like a bit of an imposter here, Lizzie, because I'm not really a bird photographer, and I'm already learning bird species names just by sitting here for what you've said so far. And the other thing is actually, this image looks like perhaps we're seeing the cormorant in the air, but actually it's all taken underwater. And so this is a cormorant diving down on a school of fish below, which for the moment they haven't scattered because they haven't quite realized the threat that's coming from above.
So you are somebody who has done a lot of underwater photography. To see this in here is incredible because that's a big part of the ecology of a lot of our birds and seabirds. But how long did it take you to take this image? You know, what is it like trying to capture something like this?
Well, I think shooting underwater presents challenges, one of them being that we can't stay there very long. So I can't give you a great answer in terms of I spent hours and days and weeks and years of my life getting this image. The truth is it was my first visit to this site, and as we got in for the dive I noticed the cormorant at the surface, and then as we dived down there was the floor was blanketed with a school of fish. It's a really rich area, the Sea of Cortez. But the thing is, a cormorant is actually probably more agile in the water than it is in the air. And so whilst I wanted to capture an image of it, whenever I would see it diving and try to meet it underwater, it was a real struggle. I was swimming like hell and I couldn't catch this bird underwater, which makes me feel even more rubbish about my own skills underwater. But eventually, I actually took a step back and I used the really beautiful visibility that you have in that area. And I captured the bird as a silhouette. And I don't often do this, but I did, I don't know if I'm kidding myself, but I think I saw this frame before I took it. So I did have the idea of the story of the shot of the cormorant coming down onto that school of fish.
Well, it is absolutely stunning and the judges loved it. So, congratulations, Henley.
Thank you.
Okay, off to a brilliant start this evening. We've got lots more categories to come, so keep that clapping up, everyone. Let's see what our next category is. Kind of want to hear an ooh after each of these. It's very nice. So, urban birds, as we all know, we're living in an increasingly more urban world. Wildlife environments and birds are having to overlap with us more and more. So the images here explore urban birds, but showcasing their experiences or what their lives are like living alongside us. Let's take a look at the highly commended. First up is Brian Matthews. Starlings in front of the Teesside power station. Lovely to see murmuration. Yeah, wonderful colours. Well done to you, Brian. Next up is Richard Peters with this fantastic image at a window. Very classic British countryside feel. Lovely framing. Thank you, Richard. And we have Simone Baumeister, a steely stare that you will not forget. Look at those eyes. Incredible to have that image, you know, so beautifully captured. So well done to you as well, Simone. Let's take a look at the Bronze Award. So the Bronze Award goes to Kerry Wu from the US, and this is titled The Owlet and the Dump. So this is a barred owl. Litter obviously being a huge issue for so many of our environments, for so many of our birds, and I think this is just quite close to home for so many of us. It's quite a startling image. So well done to you, Kerry. And the silver award goes to Laszlo Potocki from Romania with this image titled Gonzo. So a little owl. I love this. It kind of showcases. Yes, absolutely. Looks like an old man in there, kind of very grumpy, sheltered from the rain in a barn roof. Wonderful capture. But the gold award winner is Ammar Al-Said Ahmed with Over the City. This is an image of greater flamingos, an incredible capture. Ammar couldn't be here today, but here is a video message about this image.
Hi everyone, I am Ammar, a photographer from United Arab Emirates. I'm so happy to be the first place winner in urban category in 2022. This photo has been taken in my beautiful city, Abu Dhabi. And many thanks for the judge and everyone at Bird Photographer of the Year for this award.
Woo. Okay, on to the next category. I heard one of you caved. So next up is the creative imagery category. This is the only category which allows digital manipulation of a photograph. The photographers can be as creative or imaginative as they like with the scenes, except the foundation has to be an image they've actually taken. So this was a really exciting round for the judges to judge. Let's have a look at the highly commended. So we've got Severin from you with Out of Signal. Composite of images of various gull species here. Lovely colours, really creative. Another highly commended is Catherine Cooper. Many images of a starling murmuration blending together to show movement of birds. Yeah, love that. If you've seen a starling murmuration, it kind of feels like that sometimes. That many birds is so amazing. Let's take a look at the winners. So the bronze award goes to Wayland from the US with Sandhill Crane Flight Team Air Show. So yeah, an image of cranes composited with one taken during an air show, which is really, really lovely. Love that. Congratulations to you. Yeah. And the silver award goes to Janine Lee from the UK with Fishy Business, and Janine is here with us. Welcome here to the stage. Hello. Yes. Congratulations. Talk us through this. I love this. There's different species here, but how did you kind of put this together?
Quite honestly, do you know, I haven't got a clue. I just knew that the category was getting so good that, you know, I just went through all my files and just thought, well, I've seen this and seen this and seen this, and it just sort of just came together like that, yeah. The boat's from Norfolk.
Okay.
Of course, it's Lake Bikini in Greece with the flamingos and the pelicans. The seagulls from Cornwall and the larks from my mum's back garden.
And what was the inspiration for you starting in kind of digital art photography?
It was actually this competition because it was a few years ago, because I thought, because I've got commitments at home, I can't get about and do photography all over the place like the professionals, and I thought the only category that I'd ever have a chance in would be the creative. So it's this competition that started me doing it.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And for anyone who wants to kind of get into this discipline, you're like, what would be your top tips for them?
Well, I sort of just do it as it goes along, and write down everything you're doing, because you might forget it like I do sometimes. And you can lose hours and hours in Photoshop doing it, so be prepared for that as well.
Can I actually ask you, I think just for those watching, just watch the mic, we definitely want to hear this bit. How long did it take you to make something like this?
Oh, hours.
Hours. Okay.
Yeah, because I always do a bit and save it, and then sort of do a copy of that, so I've got lots and lots of images. In case I do something wrong, I can go back to the image before. So hours and hours, but it's fun.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
The long winter nights, it gives you something to do.
Yeah, well,
so.
Now you're a silver winner, so thank you. Yeah,
Thank
congratulations
you
to you.
Thank you.
The gold award winner of this category is Petro Katarynich from Ukraine with Van Gogh Storks. Congratulations to you. Here is a message from Petro.
Of the Year contest for this amazing opportunity to be with you now, even though online. This is a great honor for me. After the Russian Federation's brutal and bloody invasion, Ukrainians are living a new reality. And the bird world around us get used to living in the sounds of gunfire and flash of missiles. Despite everything, storks come to Polissa every year. In my photo I captured the moment when storks say goodbye to Ukraine before a long and difficult flight. This photo reminds me of migrants, millions of Ukrainians who had to leave their homes and cross borders, oceans and mountains. But I know for a fact that they will return in the spring, when the time of blossoming and rebirth comes.
Thank you, Petro. A well-deserved winner, a really important message there. I would just like to say, on behalf of myself, everyone here and at the awards, our thoughts are with you and all those that have been impacted by the conflict in Ukraine, and we stand in solidarity with you. Yes. So let's take a look at the next category. Environment. Okay, so this category is all about the photographers who kind of go for the wider field of view, perhaps documenting more than just the isolated subject, but everything to do with the environment, the habitat, and so much more to do with that species. So we had a variety of submissions for this, lots to go through for the judges. Let's have a look at the highly commended. First up is Faisal Al-Nomas with flamingos in Kuwait City in front of the urban lights, which is beautiful. We have Thomas Spieler meeting the giant meerkats encountering an ostrich. Love. Raymond Hennessy with beacons in the swamp. Gorgeous colours. Paul Mackenzie with Flamingo Island. Flamingos from the air. And Nuno Cabrita with storks on the cliffs. These are white storks in Portugal, and it's absolutely stunning. Okay, let's get into those awards. So the bronze award goes to Mario Suarez Porres from Spain with Free as a Bird. Really powerful image there, and a European shag just in the middle with a gull at the bottom as well, but beautiful capture. The silver award goes to Paul Mackenzie from Ireland with Kaleidoscope. So the birds in the middle are actually flamingos over water, and the colours are created actually by algae, which is mixing up and making this beautiful image. A well-deserved winner for the silver award. But the gold award winner for this category is Arlen Horberg from Norway with Rock Ptarmigan, and he's with us here today. Hello. Lovely to meet you, yeah. This is unbelievable. It's very contrasting, thinking of the environment that you're in, but the beauty of that jump. So talk us through, what takes you to these environments to capture these images?
I really like winter. That is my favorite season. Since I've been a child, I always loved to skiing up in the mountains, and I really like the short days with the sun is going low. The light is very nice all day. You don't need to go up early in the morning. And you can imagine a winter landscape covered with snow. Everything is white, clean, and It's like a big white empty canvas that you as a photographer have to fill in. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of technical skill in actually capturing this image. So can you tell us more about how you did it?
This was really a lucky shot. I was up in the mountain to wait for the sunset to take a picture of landscape. On the way up in the mountain, I found this rock ptarmigan, this female. I saw just the head sticking up from behind a rock. I was approaching her very slowly. They are hunted in Norway, so they are quite shy. So I was sitting down, taking a lot of pictures of her, and after a while she was flying up. I think I got 2 pictures of her when he was flying. At that time I was using a camera that took 2 pictures per second, so it was quite happy when I saw the picture after, and I saw this was a perfect composition, and just get it in front of this fjord you see behind her.
Yeah, it's beautiful. What inspires you to continue taking pictures of birds in Norway?
I think that's a kind of a perfectionism. I'm working. When I see a possibility, I'm working a lot, and yeah, it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I myself have been to Norway, and there are extreme environments. You know, in the winter months, this is not an easy capture. So I mean, you heard everyone here, beautiful capture. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So let's take a look at our next unique category. So sometimes the more subtle, intimate detail of a species or of a subject can be lost when you're focusing on the bigger picture. That's what this category is all about. I have to say I was blown away by the level of photography in this category. It's absolutely fantastic. So let's have a look. We've got one highly commended image, and that is Kerry Murphy with a magnificent frigate bird taken on Galapagos Islands. Yes. Let's have a look at those awards. So the bronze award goes to Sue Doherty from the US with Beads of Diamonds. It's a great northern diver, and the eye, the droplets is absolutely fantastic. So well done to you, Sue. The silver award goes to Isabella Chaura with Crazy. She's from Sweden, and this is of a Western capercaillie. Pretty incredible. And the gold award goes to Andy Pollard from the Falkland Islands with Sleeping Beauty. You can even see the ear there, which is almost obscured by the feathers. This is a really intimate picture of a king penguin chick. So well-deserved winner, and here's a short video message to tell us more about it.
Good evening, everybody, and I hope you're enjoying the award ceremony. My name is Andy Pollard. I'm a wildlife guide and photographer living in the Falkland Islands, hence why I can't be with you this evening. I'm absolutely delighted to, in amongst so many great photographers, to win the Gold Award in the category Attention to Detail. The image that I took was of a king penguin chick at Volunteer Point. I've been sat for some time in amongst the colony when this chick fell asleep in front of me, and just to capture the brown plumage around the head, but also the ear, which was something that I kind of hadn't really noticed too often before, was a great delight. So apologies again that I can't be here this evening. Hopefully I can get over and see you all next year. Take care and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Okay, on to the next category. Good category. So, I mean, I've said it before about previous categories, but this is a really exciting one. You know, courtship rituals, territorial displays are a natural part of so much of a bird's life, and for us, it makes really great photography and an opportunity to capture some of the most exciting moments that you can see in the bird world. We have a lot of highly commended, so save your hands. We're going to whiz through all of them. They are all fantastic, but let's go through them. So we've got Gabor Barros with his powerful image in combat. We've got Arlan Horberg with spotted redshanks in Norway. I know. David Patton with great crested grebes in Netherlands. Beautiful. Luca Rodriguez Amorim, satin bowerbird tidying its bower. Look at the colours. Yeah. Unbelievable. Leron Gertzman, the Northern Pintail, he's from Canada. Kathy Wade, Shorted Owl and Northern Harrier fighting in Washington State in US. Amazing framing there. Nicholas Tian, Rough-Legged Buzzard, Canada. Mary Ann Karen with a brine fly buffet, Californian gulls. And Marcus Veresvuo with black grouse in Finland. Okay, now you can clap. Fabulous. Okay, let's get to the awards. So, the Bronze Award winner is Simon Dentremont from Canada with Waxwing Silhouette. Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable. The whole environment captured here, and I've never seen a photograph like this, so well-deserved winner to you, Simon. Silver Award goes to Henley Spears from the UK with Guillemot Swimming. Come on then, Henley. How did you do it? This is fantastic.
I'm a bit surprised to be back here because those images are simply stunning, and they're very unfamiliar to me because I don't necessarily pursue birds. I'm an underwater photographer, but what maybe I can bring you tonight is this image of guillemots off the Berwickshire coast, and the interesting behavior is actually we dive just 2, 3, 4 meters down, very close to the surface, and they're so curious about the bubbles from our scuba that they come to visit us. And they unlike the cormorant that we saw before, they swim with their wings underwater, whereas a cormorant will swim with its feet. So it's a very different experience, very different character of bird underwater. And these guys have been clocked down to over 200 meters. So I think they're the deepest diving flying bird.
Orc,
Am I?
maybe?
I'm not prepared to be quoted.
You're live. So, for those who are in the room that follow your work, and you know, your gannet underwater photography is incredible. How does the guillemot and the orcs differ to gannets?
They each bring a really different character, and I mean, the guillemots are the sort of the cutest of them. You know, they kind of are penguins in the British Isles. That's at least what my daughter says when I show her pictures of these. And these are diving down, when I was there, out of pure curiosity. So there's a playfulness to it. And it actually coincided with a jellyfish bloom. So there was tons of jellyfish, and they were also checking out the jellyfish. And we think that maybe they think our bubbles are some of the kind of the smaller fish that they feed on. And so, you know, I'm very fond of these guillemots. And I must say thank you to Mike Clark, who was the one who organised this tour, and he organises them. So for anyone who wants to go visit guillemots underwater, he's the man.
Okay, noted by all the people in the room. Another question, just because you've mentioned, you know, how important it is for you when it comes to photographing underwater. How does it differ, photographing birds, to everything else that you capture?
I think it's pretty special. I think people connect with the images that I've taken of birds underwater, perhaps far more than they do with some of my other work, with other wildlife which is always underwater. And I think part of that is you know, that transition, these animals, which when I was a kid, I used to do hypotheticals. So you ask yourself, would you rather be able to fly like a bird or swim like a fish? Well, these seabirds can do both. You know, they're incredible underwater and above. So I suppose it's that meeting of two very different worlds and animals that have adapted to thrive in both, which is really incredible to witness.
I know you said you're not a bird photographer, but I completely disagree. I mean, turning it on its head, capturing some of these pelagic birds doing what they do best, it's amazing. So,
well, thank you very much.
Good on you. Well done. Well done, Natalie. But the Gold Award winner of this category goes to Peter Ismet from the US with Dueling on the Lek. This is of sage grouse. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us here tonight, but here's a video message from Peter.
Hello, this is Peter Ismet coming from Colorado in the USA. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be at the event, but I'm humbled and honored to have my image chosen as the winner of the bird behavior category. I spent many mornings in my blind at a greater sage grouse lek to photograph their elaborate breeding rituals and the sparring between the male grouse. I hope my images inspire conservation for the grouse and the sagebrush ecosystem in the American West. Thank you to Bird Photographer of the Year for putting on a fantastic competition, and I'm already looking forward to next year.
Congratulations. Woo! Okay, next up is a very special category. It's the Portfolio Award. So this award is given to a photographer based on their breadth of work. They submit a selection of photos which best represent, a number of things. It could be storytelling, it could be conservation, it could be technical skill, colour, a variety of things. And the judges have to judge each individual based on their portfolio altogether. So there is just one winner for this category. So the Portfolio Award winner goes to Gal Sherbelis with a wetland wide angle showing a variety of bird species in Israel, a shot with a remote trigger. And I believe Gal's with us here today. Yes. Congratulations. Well done. So you must know exactly where these birds are at the right time, and you get to know all sorts. So tell us more about it.
Yes, with this kind of photography, basically the camera is placed. And it can be moved, it can be rotated, although I'm working on it now. So you have to know where to put the camera. I've got some photos where I use remote control to control the camera and change settings according to the environment. And some, the camera takes pictures automatically. But it's a lot of observations, going to a site again and again and again, looking at the birds, see where they're going to stand and learn their behavior and then place the camera.
Have you been taking photos for long? Like you mentioned, it takes quite a while.
8 years. It took me 3 years to realize that the first tip I got when I started photography was you have to be close to the bird, you have to be close to the bird. It took me 3 years to realize I don't have to be close to the birds, the camera has to be close to the birds, and that's how it started.
3 years? Oh gosh, I have no hope. How long did this series take to put together?
It's on and off. Basically in Israel we're very spoiled for selection. There's 2 huge migratory waves in spring and in autumn. So my timetable is determined by the birds. So I know where they will be and which birds will be where, and then I go there and try to take these shots.
They are really incredible. For you, did you want to focus on wetlands or these particular species?
No, I do other birds. I do in winter. I do the starlings and black kites in the south of Israel. But the wetlands are easier because there's a great concentration of birds, and it's easier to determine where they'll go.
So what are you working on at the minute, or what are you about to go on to?
A bit of videography.
Nice,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
With wetland species? Or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
with the flamingos, yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's take a look at our next category. The Conservation Award. So this has a similar setup as the previous award, where the judges take a selection of photos that tell the best story when it comes to, conservation or stories of impact. This was particularly hard for the judges to decide, on a winner. We have one winner for this, not only because of the standard of photography, but also because of the important messaging behind it. But the winner of the Conservation Award is Ewan Heath Flynn with avian assassination, and I think Ewan's actually here with us today. Yeah, Ewan. Yeah. Hello. Congratulations. Now, many of us in this room or watching may be familiar with BirdLife Malta, but for those who perhaps don't know about what happens in Malta, can you talk us through the story?
So basically, there's a lot of illegal persecution in Malta of migratory birds. There's hunting and trapping that goes on. Hunting has 2 seasons, one in spring and one in autumn, and there's a trapping season that's in autumn through winter. And basically, BirdLife are trying to do the best they can to protect the birds that use the island as a place of rest before they move to Europe or Africa.
Was it quite hard to take these photographs?
Yeah, it was very difficult. I'm thankful that BirdLife gave me the opportunity to be able to take some of these images.
And kind of what do you hope your message will be to the wider public, perhaps those who may not be really passionate about birds or into photography? What would you want that to be?
So I think some of the images in this portfolio are quite shocking, but I hope that they inspire people to go out and either find something local or just take a passion in conservation, because it's really, really important.
And, for those watching, they may see your series of photos and be inspired. So what would, I guess, your recommendation be for those at home who want to get involved or to help in combating things like this?
So BirdLife do a spring camp and an autumn camp called Raptor Camp, which they're more than happy to have you as long as really it's up to you. So you can go and volunteer for them, and they'll.
Okay.
It's just a really good way to support them on the front line. Or if you're not able to do that, obviously they have a donation page which is supporting them to protect migratory birds.
Well, it's a series of photos that, as you say, quite shocking, really makes you think. And I'm hoping that everyone watching here today will take a moment to really kind of appreciate the birds here and the work that BirdLife Malta are doing and your photography. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. Okay, so we've made our way through a number of categories this evening. We still have quite a few to get through. Lots of exciting things coming up, including the Bird Photographer of the Year. I feel like I'm on a game show. But first, we have a very unique category. Something a bit different. So this allows, or the judges decided to, the Photography Awards decided to include this category to showcase some cinematographers, not those who work in television or broadcast, but those who are perhaps up and coming and showcase their work through film and through cinematography to tell that story in a brilliant way. So some really brilliant submissions for this category. We're looking for a strong sequence of clips that create a real story of impact and real flow. Actually, this evening we'll be showing you just a clip of the full video of the winners and the highly commended as well. Actually, that's not true. For the highly commended, if you want to watch those clips, we don't have them for this evening. You can head to the website. It's birdpoty.com. Head to that website and you'll be able to watch the full videos on there. I have to say, the highly commended were brilliant, so make sure you do that. And the highly commended were Leron Gertzman and Noah Kofler. Round of applause, please. the bronze award goes to Irene Mendez Cruz from Venezuela. Let's take a look.
Stockholm was Britain's first bird observatory, and to this day remains the chosen haven for many seabirds. Guillemots, razorbills, and the iconic puffin, to name a few. The island's vegetation is maintained by rabbits, who were introduced hundreds of years ago. These diligent farmers ensure the grass does not grow too high and a variety of flora is able to flourish. However, the landscape could be easily overgrazed and the population of rabbits out of control. Luckily, this haven is ruled by one predator who skulks at the top of the food chain.
Oh, okay. Just so you all know, if you want to see a great black-backed gull swallow a rabbit whole, watch the video. It's fantastic. Congratulations to you, Irene. Really amazing. Okay, the silver award goes to Miguel Anton from Spain.
The gorge is deep and unforgiving. It demands a constant fight against gravity from all who live here. All except one, the kestrel. But this one's just a fledgling, one of 4 siblings that still have much to learn. Right now, their concern is food, and they're in luck. A parent is bringing them a vole. Only the quickest will get it. For a few moments there is chaos. But soon the winner claims the prize.
Fantastic. Congratulations. But the winner of the 2022 video category is Luca Schaefer from Italy with Birds of the Mountain. Unbelievable, the sound, that membrane, the breath, unbelievable. Lucas can't be here this evening, but here's a video message that he sent in.
Hello everybody. First of all, a big thanks goes out to the judges and to Bird Photographer of the Year that made this possible for me. It really means a lot to me. It's a big dream coming true, so thank you so much. In the video you see a very special capercaillie. It didn't seem to be too shy from humans, so it was a really nice opportunity to get some insights in his life, really be able to follow an animal like this, and probably the best feeling was to be accepted by it. Yeah, so the biggest thanks goes to this special bird and to the birds of the mountains that gave me such big emotions over the last years and made this possible for me, and yeah, I'm just overwhelmed. Thank you again so much. Hope you guys all have a good time in Bristol, and cheers from Italy.
Thank you. Okay, on to a really exciting category. It's the Young Bird Photographer of the Year. I was putting tadpoles in my nose when I was 8 years old. Young photographers are the future when it comes to storytelling about the impacts on our planet and conservation issues. So this category is split up into kind of age groups and different categories within that. So as always, we will have highly commended bronze, silver and gold awards. But really this is an opportunity for anyone who is young that's watching, or anyone who has kids in the room. We hope that this award and category inspires you, whatever age you are, to get out there, to pick up a camera and start storytelling in your own way and make that impact. Some wonderful pictures in here. So let's kick things off with the 8 and under. So we don't have any highly commended for this category, so we're going to go straight into the bronze award winner, and that is Malia Piaccia from Germany with Beautiful Tracks in the Snow. The silver award goes to Amiya Akhil Vinayak from India with The Poser. And the gold award goes to Arjun Jangiri with Hoot Are You from the US of a barred owl. Look at that. Amazing. Here is a message from Arjun to tell us more.
Hi, my name is Arjun and I live in Dallas, Texas. I am so happy that my juvenile barred owl photo won gold. Thank you, judges. I took this photo last summer in Maine, and there were actually 4 juvenile barred owls. They were trying to hunt a squirrel, but they weren't successful that day. One juvenile barred owl flew close to me and looked at me like, "Hoot are you?" And I took the photo with my Canon Rebel 250mm. I love wildlife photography and nature, especially birds. When I grow up, I want to be an ornithologist. My favorite bird is the King of Saxony bird of paradise, and my favorite person on the whole blue planet is Sir David Attenborough. Thank you, judges.
Yes. Well done to you, Arjun. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of your photography and your work. Okay, next up is the 9 to 13 years. So for this category, we have 1 highly commended. So highly commended goes to Parham Poramad, with a very sharp portrait and really well executed. A wonderful, highly commended. Well done. The bronze award goes to Achintya Murthy from India with Hop, Skip and Jump. Fantastic capture of a plum-headed parakeet there. Well done. Here we go. And the silver award goes to Andre Luis Dominguez Blanco from Spain with Shadows. Amazing silhouette. Absolutely fantastic. And the gold award goes to Parham Poramad from the US with Droplets. This is a capture of an Anne's hummingbird and is utterly breathtaking. Here's a message from Parham himself.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to all of the judges at Bird Photographer of the Year for selecting my image as the winner in the 9 to 13 category. This award really means a lot to me. I took my image at a park near my house where there's a water fountain that attracts many birds. The hummingbird in my picture was bathing in the water droplets that the fountain provided. Thank you again.
Oh, fantastic. Woo! And the last category within Young Photographer of the Year is 14 to 17 years. Taking underwater images at 14? Definitely not, no. Okay, so the Bronze Award goes to Thamboon Uyanonvra from Thailand with Sunset. Beautiful, unbelievable. This is of a Kentish plover on a warm evening. It's absolutely fantastic. Well done to you. The Silver Award goes to Tamas Kons Bistrix from Hungary with a pied avocet chick. Congratulations. Amazing colours there, absolutely beautiful, so pin sharp. Well done to you, Tamas. And the Gold Award winner of this category is Levi Fitz from Switzerland with Facing the Storm, and Levi's actually with us here today. Yes! Woo, congratulations, well done. Okay, so tell us then, when did you start taking photos?
So I started as an ornithologist and became into photography very soon. I had my first small compact camera in the age of 10, I think. And then it started.
And tell us more about this actual image. It's absolutely beautiful.
I took this image during a 1-week trip to a small island in the North Sea, which is called Helgoland. It's very famous for ornithologists. And yeah, I hoped for some really nice sunrises and sunsets to get some backlight shots, but we had just rain and storms more or less the whole week. So, but I saw very soon that it's also a great possibility to show the harsh environment the birds had to handle. And I was with a good friend of mine shooting those dunlins, and when the wind became it started to wind more, and the sand blown over the ground, and so I tried to get a black background to make the sand visible. Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. Massive congratulations to you. Stunning image. Yeah, well deserved winner.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. So, as I mentioned, there's 3 categories within Young Photographer of the Year. So, it's overall Young Bird Photographer of the Year. So, let's get up the 3 images of those 3 categories, and they'll be the contenders for the overall winner. There you go. So, the hummingbird, barred owl, and the dunlin. So, the 2022 winner of the overall Young category is Levi Fitz from Switzerland with his stunning image. Come back up. Okay. Congratulations. So I want to ask you a bit more about kind of what you're working on at the minute. What's your favourite thing to photograph species-wise, and what's next for you?
So first of all, I'm very honoured. I already won the same category last year with a black grouse, and this is also the main project I'm working on since a few years now, and I will continue working on it because these birds and their leg in the very beautiful Swiss Alps is something that really impressed me. And so yeah, this is what I'm going to work on. So
lecking and also wading birds, is that a particular interest of yours? Or?
Wading birds, not particularly. Yeah. This is just during traveling.
It's just a winner, just a winning.
Yeah, but I prefer to be in the Alps normally.
Yeah, brilliant. So what is next for you, do you think? Are you going to spend some time up in the Alps?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's definitely. Yeah. And I have some cool projects ahead in the Alps, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more of your work. A massive congratulations to you. Please, a massive round of applause for Levi. We actually have. This is actually for you. So, there you go. Congratulations. Well done, honestly. Brilliant. Woo. Okay, now it's the award you have all been waiting for, the Bird Photographer of the Year. So, there are 8 photographers in the lineup for this award. They're made up of all the category winners that you have seen this evening. Some beautiful images, really the best of the best. But only one can be crowned the 2022 winner of the Bird Photographer of the Year. So the winner is Arlen Horberg with the Rock Ptarmigan in flight. Arlen, come up. Woo! Thank you. Congratulations, well done. Absolutely brilliant. Beautiful. So amazing to hear from you and hear the backstory of this. But I mean, what is it like to be the 2022 winner?
I don't believe I'm the winner. It's a really big surprise for me. So I want to really say thank you for the jury that chose my picture. Wow. I can't say anymore.
Amazing. What will you be working on next?
This summer I've been a lot in Svalbard. I will be there next year too. I'm working as a guide in Svalbard on a small ship. So I have a lot of projects there. I'm not really a bird photographer. I mainly work more with mammals. So for 30 years I've been feeding mountain hares up in the mountains. So I will still continue with that next spring.
Yeah.
So always looking forward to that.
Yeah. What would you want people to take from an image like this, winning image? What would you want people to kind of think about from you winning this and from something so special?
I'm not sure what you...
Like, how do you want this to kind of inspire people? Leaving here today, seeing your photo, how would you want people to kind of think of this and the winning image?
I'm not sure what to answer on that, I'm sorry.
Do you know what? I threw it in. I think, to be honest, lost for words myself. So,
My English
massive...
is not that good.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
absolutely... well-deserved winner. This is absolutely stunning. I mean, you heard all the audience. This is incredible. So, congratulations to you. Thank you. You've actually got a frame. Thank you. Here we go. That's for you. I'll shake your hand. Congratulations. Well done. Brilliant. Thank you. So there we go. A massive thank you to everyone who's taken the time to enter the competition this year. A massive thank you to all of the winners here tonight. Absolutely brilliant to meet some of them face to face. Thank you to all of you, live audience, and your continuous clapping. Unbelievable, very impressive. And of course, to all of you watching online as well. Huge thank you to everyone who's gone on to support this awards, as well as the charity partner, Birds on the Brink. It allows the awards to continue to support the amazing work of this organisation to protect bird species from around the world. So tonight we've seen a number of award-winning images. I would highly recommend you have another look at those on the website. If you go to www.birdpoty.com, you can see all of those images, and you can also see another 300 images in the competition book, which is available on the website now, I believe. And actually, as of this moment, very exciting, the 2023 competition is open. Get on there. Woohoo! Exciting. So this is huge inspiration to all of you watching and all of you here to get out there, get your camera. The closing date is the 11th of December. There's a grand prize of more than £17,000. I don't know how much more, but I love that, keep you on your toes. Still a lot of money. And of course, you get the title of the Bird Photographer of the Year 2023. So we invite all photographers from all backgrounds, ages, wherever you are in the world, to please be inspired by tonight and make sure you submit. Thank you all for joining us. I hope to see you again next year. Goodbye.